Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have two snacks to try from Sakura Co. And I'm just going to say it, the first one has me. Oh boy. So the first one is the mini shrimp tempura. So when I read that, I of course, just looking at the custom sheets, I immediately thought, okay, so this is like some sort of snack that is meant to taste like, shrimp tempura, which is enough for me to not be super, super excited about it because those of you who've been on the channel for a while will remember this. Those of you who are new, some of I love fish and seafood, but some of the snacks where they have that in there, they have kind of a fishy stank that just kind of doesn't work. At least not for me personally. You might have a different opinion, but I personally am generally just not a fan. Then I opened the culture guide to prepare for this, and no, it is a whole deep fried small shrimp. So these are actually mini shrimp tempura, which has me very, very nervous. It does say that it is good through November, but nevertheless, we're going to get this out of the way fast. It is apparently seasoned with black pepper. I'm not sure how much that's really going to help me. We are also going to try, this is the Iburi Gakko Arare. So apparently Iburi Gakko is a particular type of pickled radish. There's a whole thing about its preparation. It does sound kind of interesting. Might be interesting to look into if you're kind of curious about it. But these are apparently supposed to taste like that, which this one I am kind of looking forward to just because it is supposed to capture the flavor of a dish that I haven't heard of before. If they hadn't had that little thing in the culture guide, I wouldn't have known what it was. So I am kind of looking forward to this one. So with all of that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Alright. Oh boy. Oh, I can smell it already. And it... Oh. It didn't start too bad, and then the shrimp kicked in. It's very, very crunchy. It's super crunchy. There is definitely the pepper. If I went to a Japanese restaurant and ordered that and got it fresh tempura shrimp, I would adore it. It would be amazing, but like this, I can't. I personally, if you've never tried one of these seafood snacks before and you like seafood, maybe give it a shot, but I would recommend, trying it from one of the boxes, not ordering a bunch of it off of a website, because it's like seafood in general. It's either going to hit or it's going to be a complete miss. And for me, just all of these in general, I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, well, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to watch my suffering more. We are moving on to this because I need to get that out of my mouth badly. Okay, this is really interesting. I am going to have to describe more about the whole pickled radish process because it is very different. I do infinitely prefer it to the mini shrimp tempura. I'm sorry, I love you, shrimp, but just no. Um, so apparently, part of it's a smoked pickled radish. That I think is the easiest way to put it. Is it? They talk about like there being like this whole smoke drying method that's used. It is essentially the quickest explanation, a smoked pickled radish. And so this is really interesting. It has a really nice crunch. And it's very satisfying. But it has that pickle flavor, but it also has like a smoky flavor. And they're kind of, I don't know, for me they're kind of different ends of the spectrum, or I don't know. It's not a combination I would normally put together in a food like this. Um, I don't know. To me, it kind of works. I think it's one of those where everyone's going to have to try it for themselves and decide whether they like it or not. But it is definitely really unique and interesting. And if you're somebody who likes kind of learning more about these things, like this is a really interesting snack. But be prepared, like it's got kind of the pickled smell to it, and then you start eating it and the smoky flavor really comes through. It is something else. It is really different. um I would definitely recommend those over pretty much any of the seafood snacks, but especially those. Uh, do yourself a favor, go get shrimp tempura fresh. Like, I think that's the real answer, is that shrimp tempura should be eaten fresh. And then it is delicious and amazing, and I love it. I adore it. Maybe not so good as a snack. Gochu Sosama. So to recap, we did our mini shrimp tempura, which really was a mini tempura shrimp. And oh boy, that was, I can't. Um, Again, everybody is going to have to decide for themselves how they feel about these kinds of snacks. I personally cannot recommend them. I try to come into them with as objective a view as I can, and every time you get to witness my suffering, please subscribe. We also did the Iburi Gakko Arare, which was really different as an arare, really good, really nice, really good crunch. Iburi Gakko, as it turns out, is really strong on that smoky flavor. It is solid. So if you're somebody who likes pickled things, who likes smoky things, you might like it. It is a really weird combination that I don't know that everybody would like it, but I could see some people liking it. I don't know. It's not bad. I would definitely take this over any of our fishy snacks any day. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.